My name is Eric, I'm 52, and I have 4 kids that keep me on the move. Our family loves being active. We play pickleball, ride horses, but I started feeling pain in my lower back and in my arches, which slowed me down. But a good friend told me about Roadrunner Sports. The technology blew me away. The 3D foot scan, the treadmill, and they even molded me custom insoles. And just like that, no more back pain and no more arch pain. And now I'm back, keeping up with the kids, doing what I love best, pain-free.
That was the inside of my hat. What it is, y'all. What it is. Diesel, Sissy Boy. Will, Wildstar, Ryukin. What it is. How y'all doing tonight? How am... fuck did that happen? I was literally just using these like 2 minutes ago. Oh, wabbit. Be very quiet. Ah, man. How was your day? I have been busier than a one-legged cat burying turds on a frozen pond. So I've been talking about this trip going to Tampa, and there was that part of me that was like, I was like 50-50. I was on the fence. I was really honestly thinking I probably wouldn't go or something. But this morning I found a hotel that was cheap enough that I was like, this is no brainer. This is happening. Fine, whatever. So now I'm 100% going. And it's not just all talk, me blowing smoke out my ass. Where the hell is Discord? There it is. So, yeah. Unfortunately, William, the alerts are still busted. The thing that sucks right now is last summer, basically every summer since my kids went back to school, or when my kids entered school, I'd have about a 2-hour window in the morning where I could come in and make content and all that stuff. But the kids don't nap anymore. So, because my wife she'd do lunch and then she laid him down for a nap, and then after nap I'd come up and wake him up and whatever. So it can be like a solid 2 hours of just like content making. Right now I don't have that. The kids don't nap. And my wife's got to go into the office a couple days a week now. So I don't have, like, if I have an hour in the day to make content, I have an hour in the day to make content. Which means it's going to take forever for me to get those alerts fixed, unfortunately. And right now, I'm going to be gone Saturday and Sunday this week. I have an event tomorrow with the kids, so maybe I'll have some time Friday to F with it. Maybe, but I doubt it. But we'll try. Have you seen the leaks? What leaks? What leaks are we talking about? Leaks for what? Next stream, so it's up for debate. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow night. I don't know. Leaks of the new story event. No, I haven't. Oh my god. Are there for real leaks out there? I have not seen any leaks. No. I did see today the timeline they put up on Twitter. And it looks like, according to that timeline, it looks like there's not a banner in these events. It looks like the banners we have right now are the last banners. I'll be in for a nice surprise. Where did you see the leaks? Are they on Twitter? Or are they on like in their Discord server? Where'd you catch the leaks? I'd really like to know. All right, let's go ahead and go through these. Yeah, that's part of why I was so late tonight. Tonight I had to run out to the card shop. So after dinner and all that, I had to run down to the card shop to grab some stuff for tomorrow, or for Saturday. And since I'm going to be out tomorrow, I won't have time to do it tomorrow, and Friday's just going to be way too late. So, is it in the Danchro Discord? Hold up. Let's see. Where's the Danchro Discord? I know I'm in it. I can never find it because I have so many goddamn servers. Let's see. Can you share it? Is this the Japanese server? I think this is the Japanese server. Yeah, I'm in the Japanese server. I don't think I'm actually in the English server. I don't know. Can you share it in the chatter in our Discord? What do they get from the card shop? I just need some basic odds and ends. My Gales, I don't. I probably am, but it would take me way too long to find out where his is at in my. Dude, I'm gonna be real. I have to go through all my alerts. And right now, since I'm chatting with people about projects and chatting with people about this upcoming event, it's gonna be a lot of work to find any server that's not mine, or that I'm not actively participating in. What's this? I seen you. Yeah, show me the leaks. Show me the leaks. I'd be 100% happy to see that. Wait, what? Hold up. Wait a minute. New phone? What is that supposed to be? I have not seen this. A jester who traveled across time? Wait, is that supposed to be Bell, or is that supposed to be Argonaut? Because it looks like the Hestia knife. But it says a jester who traveled across time. No, I won't be streaming Sunday. There's no way. Yeah, it looks like Belva says a jester who traveled across time. Interesting. Oh, show the leak to stream? Here you guys go. Boop. Oops, display capture. There we go. So this is the leak. And the name of it is The Jester Who Traveled Across Time. So, yeah. It's part of the What If story that was released in Volume 19, which is 2 years ago. Oh, is it? Okay, so they're adapting a drama CD for this. Oh! Well, you know what?
Did somebody say Luck? Lady Luck is my name and making business.
Amori specifically said on Twitter that he's got people in the series that he wanted to see in 3D, and that's what the whole goal of this. So, yeah. Oh, that's the one that they did a couple years ago. That's the one that somebody did on YouTube in the Danmemo style. Do we have the link for that one? Somebody shoot me the link for that. I should have the YouTube post a bit ago. I probably do somewhere. I'd have to scare it up, though. That would include Artie as well? Yes. Yes. So I have it on the archive hard drive. But I'll be completely fair. I have to go organize the hard drive because I used it for some A and B content I made a while back. And on top of that, I have all of Wistoria on the hard drive, and I've got the recent backups I've been doing, plus raw footage and stuff like that I found on my hard drive from back right towards the end of Danmemo. So, yeah. Still got the link. Will, can you DM me the link? That would be great. Yo. That would be phenomenal, my guy. Yeah. All right. We'll go back to Danchro here for a little bit. But yeah, so when we're talking about the stream schedule specifically, so the event that I'm going to, what are we doing here? Oh. Otarl is... You know, I will swap these two. There we go. We should be good there. Missed a question, William. Do a barrel roll? No. Rick roll? No. The vid is still up? All right, I'll have to look it up. That is a definite discussion point. I also need to cover the Wistoria chapter that I missed from the beginning of the month, because we're about a week out of the next chapter dropping. So about a week and a half out of that dropping. Oh, they wiped me the fuck out. Go, Artemis. Get it. Get it, Artemis. Get it, Artemis. Oh, this is going to be a slobber knocker. Holy shit. I think this is a full-on stalemate. I will probably lose this only because Artemis is has to be low on health. No! 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 Ah! No! That is unfortunate. Yeah, that motherfucker cleaned my clock. Yeah, my problem is Philvis had the advantage. She had type advantage. So let's see here. Fuck, we might as well. I gotta fight for my right to party. I need to update this until we get a Diamond 1. I gotta fight a Diamond 1. The link not needed if it's on YouTube. Someone posted it. Well, no, because I want to link it later. Not a Rickroll? Okay. I appreciate it. I'll check it out after. Because that is a definite discussion point. We need to talk about that. That is crazy hype. But let me pull up the Twitter post I saw earlier. Because I saw a post. Let's see. From Danchro. Where was they had the full breakdown. Here it is. Yeah, here we go. So blah. There we go. So if we look at this, it says here free once a day battle chronicle gotcha. But if you kind of look over to the left-hand side, it shows you the current banners. So it leads me to wonder if we're just not getting any more banners. If this is like the last set of banners. It would be an interesting choice, but yeah. I am curious. See, it says that once a day you'll be able to get a gacha that has like everybody in scene cards included on there. So I'm curious if that's what that means. Genuinely curious. Oh, should have been Sunday night. So I'm only doing one night at the convention, and I have to be back for Monday. I don't have a choice. The convention runs fairly late on Sunday, so basically Sunday evening after the convention, I am going to get in my car, and I'm going to make the 6-hour drive home all by myself. Now, I'm going to be dog the fuck tired at that point, so I will be making a lot of stops, and I'll be imbibing a lot of caffeine. But I have to be home that night, so I'm guessing I'm gonna roll in 1-2 o'clock in the morning. So there's no way I'll be able to stream. You'll be at San Diego Comic-Con on Thursday? Nice! Hell yeah, dude. I would love to do Comic-Con one day, but that is clear on the other side of the damn country. Yeah, so my wife is not coming. I was really trying to get her to come with me, but she's like, you know, just she can't for reasons. And so I was like, all right, that's fine. But I found this hotel. It's cheap as sin, and it's right there by the convention center. So I was like, all right, well, you know, like I'm gonna have to do this. Like I want to do it, A, but B, like, oh god, this is gonna be a no-brainer fight, isn't it? But B, it's gonna be really good for the Pokemon channel, and it's a big networking opportunity and stuff like that. So basically, Friday night, when we normally be streaming Phasmo or Repo, I'm going straight to bed. I'm gonna be hitting the sack like 8-9 o'clock, because I get to get up around 3:30, 4 o'clock. Because I have to be on the road as close to 4 as possible. Because the convention opens up at 9, but I'm going to say, like, I could be there. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a window and say, like, I'm going to try to be there by 10. But for me, the big event of the day is going to be the card swap. There's a big card swap, kind of like after party type thing, and that's really what I'm looking most forward to. So just going soon. Rumor is that the contact may not get renewed. Wait, what? Oh, for Comic-Con? I doubt that. They've been saying that for years. They also said that about AX and shit like that, man. It'll be fine. All right, I'm going to go ahead and burn my last couple of tickets here. There's no point in holding on to these motherfuckers anymore. Boom. 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 All right. Can we get the hero rank? Good God, what's with these teams? All right, then. Well, fuck it. Yeah, so the difference is, like, going to this convention in Florida, even the one we went to in Texas and Dallas, you know, Dallas was about a 10-hour drive. Florida's like a 6-hour drive. But San Diego is like... It's like a 24-hour drive. Like, it is a long fucking drive to get there. Dallas wasn't even halfway. So, like, I'd have to fly there, which is going to be insanely expensive. And hotel stays there are insanely expensive. It's going to be really hard to pull off. I'd love to, but it's going to be hard as shit to pull off. Kieran, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? All right. So I'm in debate, guys. I really kind of want to go into the Bell banner because it seems like there's not going to be another banner from what I'm reading here. But I want to confirm that. I really want to confirm that. So I'm probably gonna try to get hold of some people with Danchro and see if they can confirm whether or not that's actually the case. Because if there's no banner, just go ham at this point. No more gacha content. We talked about it last stream. Here's my thing with gachas, dude. That's kind of why I got really salty about dropping money in this game. The reality is, that first year I did Dokkan content, and I looked at my bank account, and I looked at how much I spent in taxes, and I had to justifiably sit there and look at my wife dead in the eye and go, "We'll make it back next year," and we didn't. I was still in the red for like the first 3 years on that channel. Look at the notices. What's this? What notice am I looking at? Shop update info? They're still trying to sell us some bullshit. I'm like, get the fuck out. You know ain't nobody buying that bullshit. Which one of the notices I'm supposed to be looking at? There we go. Anniversary begins on the 30th of July, so we're about a month away. Kieran, it's less that. It was... The reason I started the channel initially was to recoup my investments on Dokkan. And just I come to realize, like, I get so much more joy and excitement, frankly, taking the money we make off of YouTube and doing, like, other stuff with it. I have looked at myself at the end of the year and gone, I spent this much on a gacha game. What did I really see out of it? And most of the time, the answer is I really did not get that my value for money out of the gacha. Danmemo was the exception to the rule. Danmemo was always... I always said to myself, at the end of the day, I am getting value for my investment. You know, we got all the one-off stories. Some of those stories even got turned into, like, light novels. You know, Danmemo was the exception, not the rule. But when it came to, like, this game and even, like, you know, continuing on with Dokkan and all that stuff, it just, I won't say it became a sore spot. But it's kind of like, eventually hit a point where I was like, I don't really get value for my investment anymore. You know what I mean? Danmemo was legendary. You were absolutely right.
You fool!
Karam, thank you so much for the $10 dono, and thank you big time, because I'm going to put that towards my trip, my guy. Appreciate it. The devs of Marvel Rivals making a new game called Blood Message. It's set in the Tang Dynasty. It's got the new age God of War style. Interesting. That should be interesting. There's supposed to be a 3-day only Festa banner coming up soon. Is there? Yeah, I still never got Freya. So if there's a 3-day only Festa banner coming up soon, that I need to hit that. Where did you see that? Is that... Oh. Oh, and the final training camp's coming up, too. Danmemo's always missed, man. Danmemo is just absolutely... Danmemo should stand as a prototype for what people do with gachas going forward. Like, honestly, gachas just kind of... For me anymore, gachas just kind of petered out. I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of done with it, you know? I don't want to spend, like, hundreds of dollars to get a PNG. You know, it's like a combination of seeing Danmemo and seeing the whole, like, NFT craze and seeing people lose their shirts on NFTs. And I'm like, there's really fundamentally no difference between a gacha game and an NFT at the end of the day. Fundamentally, there is none. So, realistically, I just don't see value for money out of it, and therefore I have a real hard time with it. Now, situations like with Dawnful, where we can do some content, we can have some fun, and I get all this other unique stuff. Dropping I think it was $120 after shipping and taxes and all that crap on a game like that, 100% worthwhile. And I will get my investment folds. In fact, right now I'm trying to find a physical copy of the Portal Companion Collection. Same basic deal. It was only released digital here, but apparently you could have imported a copy from like Play Asia, CD Japan, basically the same places we did Dawnful, and that'd be a physical copy you could use too. So I'm trying to hunt one of those down at the moment, but that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be really hard. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure enough people have them. But finding one is going to be a bitch. Eyes Wars, dude. I think, honestly, Riot Flyer messed up. They should have released Eyes Wars as a standalone mobile game. Or made it playable in the Memorial app. They really, really, really should have done that. I'm so disappointed they didn't. What game? What the game I'm looking for? It's a version of Portal called the Companion Collection. It's Portal 1, Portal 2 for the Nintendo Switch. But it was digital only here, and like with Dawnful, in other markets, they sold a physical copy. What the fuck? How did Bell not... Hold up, how did Bell not finish this fight? Is this fight just that robust? Yeah, she only got popular because of the lockdowns. No, I think Genshin was one of those that genuinely has... genuinely had some interest behind it. I think outside of the lockdowns and all that, Genshin is one of those that would have still like marketed well. The lockdowns did help, but I think it would have had 90% or more of the player base without the lockdowns. Yeah, so like for me, when it comes to gachas, so case in point, the trip I'm going on this weekend. Back in the old like me doing Dokkan and Danmemo days, there's no way I would have been able to do a trip like this because I would have blown the money on those games. Like I'd have been like, new banner came out, bam, here's a couple $100. But instead I've been saving and saving and saving, and now I can go on this trip. I can go, schmooze people. Yes, I am going to be spending money on Pokemon cards, but the ultimate goal is to make that money back on the channel. So, everything is trying to lead up to the next big thing. And so, I can either spend the money here and now and get the instantaneous gratification of, I got the new unit, or I can go on this trip, have a really rock solid time, get a nice getaway that I don't normally get to myself. And on top of it, like I said, at the end of the day, I've got this cool, fun little trip that I'm going on. Yo, Bell is shit in the bed hard. What the fuck? Guys, did they turn up the difficulty in Uncharted? Is it just me? Did they turn up the difficulty, or am I just... Hold up. Let's throw Hegney at the situation, see what he does. You know what? We'll just take it on as such. See what happens. Yeah, playing hundreds of dollars to get like 1 5-star is outrageous. It really is. It really is. I'm only going to buy specific Pokemon cards now. So I'm trying to do master collections at the moment. But I do want to get like all the Snom cards, the whole Applin, Diplin through Hydrapple line. I want to get all of the Applins, Appletons, Flapple, all the way up through Hydrapple. I want to get all of those. All the Tinkaton cards. I actually have a bunch of her promo cards now. But for the channel itself, I'm doing master collections at the moment. We have the majority of a master collection in 151 Scarlet and Violet base set and I think one of the others. I can't remember which one now. Weapon banners should not be a thing in a gacha game, like crafting my own weapon instead of pulling them in a gacha banner. Wait, what? Are you talking about like the upgrades and all that shit here? I mean, it doesn't matter. We could criticize this game to death. There's so much that aiming did wrong here. Weapon upgrades. The fact that the locks for weapon upgrades were locked exclusively behind a paywall. Incredibly stupid. In Genshin, they have weapon banners. Oh, fuck that. That can eat the soggiest dick. Hell to the no. Okay, I really don't give a fuck. We're just gonna hack and slash this motherfucker. These two will take it down without question. I'll give him the Seer Assist. Maybe. Nope. We'll give him Freya. You have to roll for specific character weapons. That is highway the fuck robbery, man. Nope. I would have nothing to do with that. I don't know. I avoided that rat trap. I say as I play both Dokkan and Danchro, but yeah. Now, Genshin's one of those, like, people glazed the shit out of that. But, yeah. I think it was absolutely, obviously greedy from the word go. But, you know, it is what it is, right? Some people really enjoy that. Some people enjoy the chase. I am not one of those people. Alright. Gentlemen, can you actually take this motherfucker down? There we are. Bam. Only play Genshin for a few minutes, then put it down. Dude, it was hot for a while. People were losing their shit over it. Last time playing Starship Troopers, I managed 200. Nice! I want to play some more Starship Troopers. I'll be honest with you. In my extremely rare just me time, I have been playing... you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try her. See if they really have bumped up the difficulty here. I bet they have. I've been playing a lot of Doom. Doom 2016. I love that shit. Love that. Oh my god. But yeah, I would love to do more Starship Troopers. Been playing JRPGs. So I don't get a lot of time to myself. I'm usually making content, or like if I'm down here, I'm making content right now. Or I'm playing something with the kids. But oh, god damn it. Yeah, I feel like they fucked this one up. They made this too difficult. Yeah. 2016 is fantastic. So what I thought we might do as like the first big like post Danchro thing, I thought maybe we would do we do a Doomsday stream. I was to do it for my birthday, but it didn't come together in time. So I think it'd be really, frankly, hilarious to do for that whole, post Danchro time. Been playing a gacha called what? Withering Waves? Interesting. I mean, I'm not going to knock it because I don't know anything about it, but yeah, I don't know, I'm burned out on gachas. I feel like there's so much more I could do than, you know, be tethered to the idea that I have to pay extra money to get the characters. You know, I do like the uniqueness of like having those gacha style characters, but at the same rate, like it can go too far. There we go. Whew. And also, I do apologize since I had to go out tonight. Not only is the stream like extra super late, I'm gonna run it a little short this evening, because I have to be up at the ass crack of dawn tomorrow. It's basically Genshin. If Genshin was made by a team that cares. Rude. Rude. That's all I can say is rude. Bam. Let's go. Batman rude. Batman is rude. You get drunk at one little cocktail party, do an impression of his parents being murdered, and he stops returning your phone calls.
Well,
Can't explain it.
I've seen a lot of things come and go. I served in the military.
Who
I've
would
been in
have
law
fucking thunk it?
enforcement for a career of 30 years. Recently, I've had pains and aches in my feet that have caused me to dread doing
Fucking
things
boomers,
I love.
man. Go away. Alright. Oh, wow. He is, he's putting us through the ringer on this one. I feel like they made this significantly harder. Then again, I don't have scene cards on these guys. But it feels like they made this much harder. Anybody else have that inkling, or is it just the lack of scene cards for me? Which is distinctly possible and a fair assessment. I'm honestly just kind of going through the paces here with them. There he is. If not, see you next stream. Oh, gotta go. But oh, you're all good. Well, we'll be. So next stream will be next Tuesday. Maybe tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. I'm honestly just gonna play it by ear, just because reasons. But hopefully so. Have a great night, though. Appreciate you dropping in. With these last ones, I'm done. Yeah, exactly, Seraph. That's exactly where I'm at. I'm like, I'm through. I might get suckered into, like, you know, when Wisteria has one, or if they have, like, a follow-up one here. But I'll do it like I did with this one. I'm not spending phenomenal sums of money on it. It just kind of seems... I don't know. It conflicts with my interests. How about that? Oops. Once again, things like this trip, Dawnful, all that kind of stuff. If I was at like peak spendage on gachas, these things would never have come together. So It was a creative decision and ultimately and a financial decision, but ultimately I stand by the choice. All right, now fuck his ass up. So does anybody run these? Because it does feel like they've significantly beefed up the difficulty level. At least in my opinion. Oh, you know what we should do? We should unleash Lead and see what he can do. We'll let him go by himself and just see how he, how he plays out. Just feels like they don't, oh, did they change the typing on the dragons again? Hold up, I didn't even pay attention to that. There's that. And that's not supposed to be here. Just heard a big rumble of thunder, and we were supposed to get anything for... Oh, okay, now we're good. I think we're good. We should be good. We're supposed to get anything for a few more hours. Alright. So let's go ahead and see what Lead can do by himself. Wherever his ass is at. Go, big guy. Now, it'll be interesting because he is set to strong enemy priority, so he's going to try to attack that guy. But he's got some really, really, really good range. So, maybe. He might still be able to solo. Might. There we go. Now, she's going to cause him to take extra damage, but he'll also produce a shitload of damage. So, hopefully... Yeah, he might need a healer with him. Or change the assist. We'll have to see. Let's change the assist. So, I'll throw Hestia on there, see what happens here. Boom. Hey, Ryukin, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? I saw you earlier in the chat, and I said hey, but I don't know if you were there for that. How's every old damn thing? Alright, so get him. There we go. Like I said, he's got the range, that's for certain. Oh, no! Alright, somebody's bumping around upstairs, and there's a lot of thunder. Calling it soon. I might have to. I just heard somebody bumping around upstairs. And there's a big thunderstorm. So let me go double check and make sure everyone's all right up there. I got a 9-year-old who's kind of weird about storms. Let me go double check all that, and I'll be right back in just a minute. Sorry about that. Hey, he's not even done fighting yet. There we go. I think the element was wrong for one of them. All right, well, let's give lead some scene cards. Let's see. What do we have for electric element? Boom. There you go. Oh, we've already used that. Poop. Let's do a strength increase. There we go. You know what? Let's give all this base level stuff to him. So that'll be a good boost. And that'll be a good boost. Let's see how that does. Just that. Let's see how it does. Yeah, I think they've just beefed up these guys. They're because he's still the dragon is still blue element. I think they've just made them significantly more durable. Come on, dude. There you go. Get him. All right, you're just running in place. Come on. Take him out. Take him out. Trying to keep my eye on the storm, too, because the storm's looking like it's going to get pretty nasty. It's, I think the worst part about it is there's no, it's not moving. It's just basically been standing still and growing. So, come on. What's your favorite anime other than Danmachi? My favorite of all time is Hajime no Ippo, The Fighting Spirit. The Fighting Spirit is the English translation. But yeah, I love that fucking series. It's my absolute favorite series. Obviously, you've got like your Dokans and things like that. One of my absolute favorites from back in the day, and I'm going to go way back on this one. Fushigi Yugi. I tell people all the time, I'm like, it's an old series, but it still absolutely, in my opinion, stands up. It is one of the best. Of course, I love my comedies, Excel Saga, Gintama, things like that. Let me give him one more chance to beat this. Late evening. Hey, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? Yeah, it's late. I was telling them earlier, I had to run out and take care of a few things. I got to take the kids out tomorrow morning. I'm going to basically be up at the ass crack at dawn, so my options are just get everything done tonight and deal with it then. I'm trying to get confirmation on this closure because it appears, from what I'm reading, it appears like the 3-day gacha is going to be our last unique gacha. At least that seems to be the case now. So it's like this event and then that, and then, you know, after that it is what it is. Come on. Oh, but yeah, no, I had to run out earlier. I had to go take care of a few things. I'm going out of town on Saturday, so I had to get my affairs in order. Boom. Boom. Get him. Get him. Yeah, as I was telling them earlier, this trip that I'm going on, I've been talking about it, but I was kind of like still pretty iffy. I was like, maybe I'll just bow out at the last minute or whatever, but got a hotel room this morning dirt cheap, so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going. But it's going to be just me. I'm going to be in a car 4 a.m. Saturday morning, driving 6 hours by myself down to Tampa, Florida, to spend 2 days there and then drive my happy ass back by myself. So it's not the worst drive, thankfully. It's not terrible. It's definitely not like that drive out to Dallas. So you wouldn't think Alabama was all that interesting, but Alabama's got a lot to look at and a lot to do. Once you get past Jackson, Mississippi, all the way to like Shreveport, Louisiana, there's nothing. Nothing. So, yeah, that shit, that part of that drive was brutal. Brutal. So, this one should be a breeze by comparison. Dude. I cannot believe the lead is falling apart on this one. And he's not taking any damage. What he needs just a big physical buff. Let's see. No, he's never getting down there. Let's see. It's 16 and 10. 20 and 20. Let's see what happens if we give him one more strength boost and see. See if that does it. What games are you going to play after the EOS of Danmachi? I'm looking forward to. Oh, so I haven't fully decided, but there's a bunch of indie games. Ooh. Now, I'm going to go way the fuck out on this one. So what I was really thinking, and honestly the way I'm going to kind of position it at the moment, now I got to see how things play out, we'll continue to do Danmachi content. We'll cover, like, if the light novel, when the light novels come out, anime, we'll do some lore stuff. I had a really cool video planned for this month that I never got a chance to finish up, but I was going to talk about the LGBTQ community as it pertains to Danmachi, so I think I'm going to hold off and do that one next year. But I had a lot of really great content, like, because there's some stuff that's really good in the series, and obviously you have your Apollos and things like that you're like, it's not really that good of a representation. But so we could do a lot of just general stuff like that, and that would be super fun. Go back and rewatch some of the old content from Danmemo and compare to like Danchro and stuff like that. There's discussion after discussion after discussion we have. But when it comes to streaming, I won't have any games to stream, so I was really thinking about doing indie games. When I go to DreamHack, I'm always watching all these indie devs, and I have a buddy. It's getting dark for a second, guys, but when we were in middle school, all he wanted to do was be a game dev, and he would sit down and he would learn how to code, and that was his whole thing. And we got out of college, he got a job with a pretty big studio here in Atlanta, and he was making games. And unfortunately, he was unalived by this is wrong place, wrong time. But yeah, like it was a nasty situation, and it always like. The whole indie game thing always reminds me, like, it's somebody's passion project. Somebody's, like, this is somebody's ultimate goal is to drop this game. And it always makes you feel really fun to, like you're part of an exclusive club when you play these games. So there's Age of Allegoria is one that I really want to play. I wanted to do that on the Pokemon channel, but it's way too adult. Snakes with Fists is coming out towards the end of the year, and I absolutely want to play that one. It's an old 8-bit beat 'em up, but it's got an open world. It's crazy. Got it, the Sack Wilster. Have yourself a great night, man. Appreciate you dropping in. Take it easy, my dude. So I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start picking up indie games, take indie game recommendations, pick them up on Steam, go ham. I think it'll be fun. I played a bunch of Squirrel with Gun. I don't think I streamed it, so we can stream some of that again. That was stupid fun. I loved that game. Oh my god, it was so silly and so ultimately pointless, but that one game was an immense amount of fun. What's the one, the dinosaur sword fighter that's coming out? I think that one's... Are they saying that one's, I think, going to be released within the year, hopefully? I want to say Dino Blade, but it's not just Dino Blade. Anyway, we'll just do some indie games. It'll be a lot of fun. I think that'll be really, really, really fun because I just genuinely, in general, enjoy indie games. But haven't really had an outlet for it, so it'll be fun to do that. But as I said, we'll just cover some just general danmachi lore stuff on the channel, and save the rest of that for streams. They have absolutely beefed up the defenses on these dragons, because man, we used to tear through this. Hey, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? I guess we're just gonna have to throw another unit on here. Curious. Who do I want to put on here? Oh, you know what? Ishtar all day long. Where's my cursor? Oh, good grief. Come on. I've lost my cursor, guys. Oop, I just saw it for a brief blip of a second. There it is. There we go. Quick question. If you don't want to answer, the answer's fine. I live in the third world and I want to start doing content creation. Oh! Okay, what's up? Yeah, it's fun, man. It's I absolutely love it. So when I started with nothing. I had a laptop, a crappy laptop, a dresser where the laptop sat, a monitor for watching my stuff, and I actually had an old folding chair. Do you think it's... I love it, man. I absolutely love it. 100%. Go for it. You will never know until you try. My biggest recommendation is don't go for broke. Don't buy the biggest, baddest thing. Don't say, well, I need to have a face cam, therefore I'm going to have a face cam. Lots and lots and lots of very successful people have done it without a face cam. Get yourself an entry-level priced microphone. You don't need like $300-400 microphone. $100 microphone will be fine. If you're going to do the XLR... I'd stick with USB. I would stick with a USB microphone because otherwise you've got a lot of extra stuff you've got to mess with and learn. It'll give you something to really start off with. I'm not going to say how old I am, but yeah, I was older than you when I started. It's fun, man. It's a blast. So treat it like, because I know a lot of people have hit their like burnout period and things like that. Treat it like it's just like cut loose time. That's how I treat mine. For the most part, when I'm streaming, I'm having fun. I'm having a really good time. This is like me cutting loose and doing whatever. It's a blast. I had the microphone used to use in my previous job. Therefore, go for it. Would have staple job and do content creation as a side story. Or yeah, absolutely, man. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. Yeah. You should give it a shot, man. Give it a shot. And the best thing you could do is something I didn't do, something I was terrible at. When you first start out, get your friends, your family, anybody that you think will watch you, ask him to. Traction is huge. I didn't do that, and because of that, I suffered so much in the beginning. And I still do from time to time. But that will help you out more than you could ever know. Getting those viewers, getting those numbers can be hard, but if you start at the top, you have nowhere else to go. Yeah. Boom, boom. And let's see how she do. Last time she handled this like an absolute champ. Alright. You got it, girl? There we go. I've not been sure if it's something I should start or not. I mean, you never know until you try. Give it a shot. Try it. Do it without... I mean, if you don't want to spend money on a webcam, do it without a webcam. It's awkward to stream the first couple of times with no one there to, knowing that it's an empty seat. It's a bit weird, but once you're used to it, it's fine. Hey, Bubba, what it is, man? I am doing great. How are you doing, my guy? I'm getting ready for my trip on Saturday, and I am stoked. I'm doing fantastic. Though I will not lie, I am exhausted. I've been up with the kids since the butt crack of dawn every day this week, and I am beat. And tomorrow morning, I'm got to get up at the butt crack of dawn and take them out for an event. So here in just a few minutes, I am going to call the stream. I know it's a little bit earlier than or a little bit short, but I got to do something. Let's try that again. Where's she? Man, they have made this difficult. Do I pull for these banners once to test out my... No. There's a 3-day banner coming up soon. And save for that. Save for the 3-day banner. I don't think the last event's going to have banner from what I understand, but I'm waiting on confirmation for that. If I can get that confirmation, I'll let you guys know. But, yeah. Definitely save for the 3-day banner. You are a father? Yeah, I got 2 kids. I got a 4-year-old and a 9-year-old. That's why sometimes it's a bit chaotic to get shit done. Because they're off of school right now. They're in their summer break. So I stay home with them all day long. My wife goes to work. My wife's the one who has a college education and all that stuff and was smart enough to get like a really, really, really good job. So she's a breadwinner. I am a stay-at-home mom. But I don't mind that. It's a ton of fun. Like, honestly, it's a lot of work because obviously you like, if I'm going to take them out and do a bunch of other shit, I also have to make time to like clean and do all that stuff. But honestly, I'll do that after stream or something. I love like we go to like there's a museum near us that the kids love and I love. I don't want to like we have these indoor playground places that we go once a week that are super fun, and I can just chase them around all day long. It's so much fun, man. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And for that, how many times do we pull you? Would you say? What do you mean? Oh, on the banner? I'd go for broke, man. I believe that 3-day banner, that banner and this banner, I believe are the last banners. Let me confirm that, though. I'm waiting for confirmation on that. Once I get that confirmation, I will let you guys know. But that's my going plan, personally. I think that's going to be the smartest, wisest decision. Go, girl. Can you take them out, please? There you go. Might not be an anniversary banner. No, apparently, from what I'm reading, if what I'm reading is true, there's gonna be like basically a free gacha every day. But my understanding at the moment is there's not a banner for every single event. Mostly because the system's about to get shut down. It would be, crazy logistics, things like that. I get it. I totally get it. I play football with my... Yeah, exactly. My oldest does karate, does taekwondo, actually, of all things. And my youngest does gymnastics. So, yep. Yeah. You that busy dad life. That is a complete thing. Let's see. I lost my cursor again. Damn it. What is going on? Why do I keep losing my freaking cursor? There we go. Alright. What am I doing here? It's not technically... Oh. Fair enough. That sounds so whack. Why wouldn't they just give their players the final gacha? Because they can't charge for it. Whenever you're sunsetting a game, you have to basically, I think it's 60 days out or something like that. Google Play will, stop you from doing sales and things of that nature. So it's more of a Google Play / iPad idea than on Riflyer. Sorry, not Riflyer. Wrong dev. The aiming. Wish it was Riflyer. Holy crap, that'd be so much better. So, it'd be what it be. I've completely lost my mouse cursor. I see it pop up from time to time, but I don't know where it went. Strange. Squid Game Season 3 tomorrow? I'm excited. I have not watched Season 1. I know of it, but I've never watched it. I did last night just finish up G-Quacks, and that was really good. That was damn good. Gundam, so it's, it is what it is. Some people will say it's overrated, some people say it's underrated. I just think it was fantastic, but that's me. Man, I cannot find my mouse cursor. There it is. So I need one more blue unit. Let's go with Chloe. Why do I have Artemis? I'm supposed to have Chloe. I don't want Artemis. I like Artemis, but we're supposed to have Chloe. All right. My mouse cursor keeps disappearing, and I cannot explain it. There we go. There. No. Don't disappear into the fold. Come on, damn it. I try to click things, and it's not. It keeps going under the window, and I cannot explain why that is happening. Fine. Bam. I still haven't watched Squid Game. I haven't either. Wait, hold on. I'm not sure if a 3-day banner is paid only or not. I would hope not. I would really hope not. I'd be shocked if it was. But if it is, shame on them. That's tragic. But if it's not, then presents a hell of an opportunity. All right, guys. Well, me not being able to find the mouse cursor because it keeps going under the window, and I cannot explain that. It's weird. But I think it's probably a sign that I need to call it. Like I said, I got crap to do in the morning too, so sounds like an apt time to call it an evening. Definitely skill issue. It must be. It 100% must be. I don't know what the hell else it would be. Ooh, there we go. There we go. No scene cards. We might be able to pull this one off. Let's give it a minute and see if we can pull it off. Thanks for the advice. Have a great night. Hey, you too. You too. Yeah, absolutely give it a shot. I would do no webcam. I would do audio only. Capture your game however you can, be it like I do on the desktop. If my phone has an HDMI, if I just plug a USB-C into it, it'll work. Yeah, like, just have fun with it. That would be my recommendation. All right, let's let her finish, and then we'll call it. I say her. Let Alan and Tiona finish, and then we'll call it. And I will let you guys know tomorrow night in the Discord if we're going to be live. We do have the Pokemon project that we're going to be recording for. But if that ends early enough, or I can convince them to end early enough, I will do some Pokemon as well over on the Pokemon channel. But then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is all done. So we will not be streaming again until basically until Tuesday of next week. So that is what it is. Wish I was playing when Alan dropped. He seems to be fun. I did not like him when he first dropped because the trial quest where you actually got to try the unit out before you summon for him, he was getting bodied left, right, and center. It was so bad. So him on an optimized team is just next level. Come on, Alan. All right. 13 seconds. Come on. Where's our ult? Hey, there. No. No. So close, yet so far. All right, guys, but it's 12:30 anyway, so I need to call it there because I got stuff to do in the morning. I appreciate all y'all coming out. It's, as always, a lot of fun. Normally we go for about 2 hours, but I was late tonight because I had to run some errands. Yeah. But I appreciate all y'all coming out, all y'all hanging out with me. Always a shitload of fun. We will be back, not Sunday. Sunday I'll be out of town, so it'll be next Wednesday. So stay tuned, and as soon as I get confirmation as to what's going on with those banners, I'll let you guys know. I'll drop a whole video on that. You have a good night too, man. You have a good night. Yep, I will catch you guys all on the next one, which will happen, period, at some point. Have a great night, guys.